Welcome to 12 Days of Pilates. My name is Peyton, your Pilates instructor, and this is day one, a full standing Pilates workout that you can do at home. If you would like, feel free to grab a light pair of dumbbells in each hand or some wrist weights to throw on your wrists, and let's get started. Okay, let's start with a warm-up to get our body nice and warm, wake up our muscles before we get into our workout. Starting with our hands low, slight bend in our knees, beginning to roll our shoulders back. Nice big circles, take these slow. Find a tight core as we warm up. Begin to inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Last one, and let's go the opposite direction with the shoulders. Same stance, same motion, just reversing directions here. Big deep breaths. As you exhale, notice your stomach contracting, tightening slightly. Last one, good job. Let the hands hang low, and we go into a couple of neck rolls. My hair's gonna go all over the place for this one, but starting in one direction, nice and slow rolls all the way, really feeling it through the spine, and switching directions. Finding the breath as we move. Last one. Great job. Ending nice and tall. Last little movement. We stand nice and strong on our lower body. One hand comes up and over the opposite side of our head. We gently pull that side down. This hand reaching towards the floor is going to intentionally reach. It's a tiny movement, but you're going to feel it all the way through this side of the body. Reaching the fingertips, big deep breath, and switch sides. Opposite hand comes up. Gently pull down, fingertips reach to the mat. Right there, and release. Great job. Going to get started here. Legs are about hip distance apart. Our weight is in our heels. We have a strong foundation. Squeezing the core, lifting nice and tall. We exhale, bring it down to a squat. Find a comfortable position on the heels. We begin to exhale as we lower one arm at a time behind us, keeping a strong spine, core engaged. Inhale as we reach up. Exhale as we bring one arm back. On this next one, we add a heel raise on each side as we bring that same arm to the back. Keeping our toes planted into the mat. Core tight, staying low in the squat. Strong in the upper body here. Your eyes can follow your hands for 3, 2, and 1. Strong stand right here, squeezing the core. Next move, we find a similar squat, weight in the heels, and then we stand strong and find a heel raise as we squeeze the core. Inhale, lower. Exhale, stand and squeeze, and lower. Weight is in the heels as we find the squat. Sending the glutes all the way to the back of the mat. That deep squat here. Last 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful job. Lower the heels. All right, going into some upper body work. Take a big deep breath and exhale. All right, arms come out to the side, core is lifted, spine is nice and flat the whole time. Arms are out, flipping palms up to the ceiling. We exhale, find a bicep tap as we bring the fingertips to the shoulders. Elbows stay right where they are, finding the 90 degrees as we bring the fingertips in. Finding a little bend in the knees, protecting the joints, zipping up the core, ribs to spine. Last 3, 2, and 1. Keeping palms facing the sky, bringing the elbows in towards the waist, and then flipping the palms down as we extend arms out. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, bend elbows in. Being really intentional with this one, creating our own resistance for this upper body part of our workout. If you have weights or dumbbells, you'll feel it a little bit extra here. If you're using body weight like me, Really focus on squeezing the muscles. That'll help you feel the tension. One more, holding arms out long. Beautiful. Begin to press palms down towards the floor. Slightly lifting and lowering. Arms stay right in a straight line. Last 3, 2, 1. Flipping the palms up. Strong little pulses here. Tighten the core still. Every time we exhale out of the mouth, squeezing the core a little bit tighter. 3, 2, and 1. Palms stay lifted. We exhale, lift the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, lower to the halfway. Beautiful. Right here, core stays tight, back is flat. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Reaching up tall, palms face forward now. We exhale, bend the elbows down to a goalpost position and lift up to the ceiling. Finding a strong shoulder press, either with our body weight or your light pair of dumbbells, or those wrist weights if you like. Being intentional with every movement here. Last 3, 2, 1. Pulsing elbows in the goalpost. Strong and slow pulses. Being intentional again, finding control in every movement. Core is tight. Elbows are in line with the shoulders here. Last 3, 2, and 1. We begin to exhale, close the elbows in, palms face the face, and then slowly rotate hands back. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Almost there, using our strong shoulders to support this upper body. Beautiful job. We're almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Holding arms in front, finding a little pulse. Tiny pulses up and down, squeezing elbows together as close as we can. Last 3, 2, and 1. Drop the arms down, shake out the shoulders. Amazing job. We're gonna find a deep squat here on the center of our mat. So toes are slightly pointed outwards to the corners, and then finding that deep lunge, deep squat first. We find the squat here. We're gonna stand and rotate to one side of our forward lunge, back into the deep squat. Staying on that one side first. We're gonna do this whole series on this one side, and then we'll switch it to the other side. This creates time under tension for this one side first, helping create more muscle, building more balance and stability, and then we'll switch it to the other side. Last 3, 2, and 1. Ending in our lunge, facing the same way. We begin to pulse in this forward lunge. Hands can be at our chest, at our sides here, or if you'd like a challenge, arms come up to the ceiling. Finding the steady breath for 3, 2, 1. Elbows come in, hands face inward. We hinge our hips forward and find a tricep kickback with the arms. Lower back to the lunge. Exhale, kick back and hinge. So here, we keep a flat spine, core nice and tight. The majority of our weight is in our front leg. The back leg is helping us find that stability and control. We're squeezing the back of our arms every time we hinge forward. One more like this. Hold it in the front and pulse the arms back. Little lifts up and down. Tiny micro bend in the front leg. Breathing through for 3, 2, 1. Arms come up towards the sky in line with our spine. We exhale, crunch the back leg and bring the elbows in, pressing out long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, press. Still keeping majority of the weight in the front leg. finding a bend in that front side. Last movement before we go to the other leg. We have 3, 2, and 1. Plant the back foot down, stand up on the chest, and turn towards the center. We're going in to that other side. Big deep breath. Toes are pointed outwards. Again, big deep squat. And then we rotate to the other direction for that forward lunge. Whoa, lost my balance there. All right. So our legs are feeling a little bit tired. We've already done this on the first side. So really focusing on control, moving slowly, thinking of our form instead of speed. Last one, holding the lunge, finding squats. Little pulses, hands at our chest or on our hips or up to the ceiling. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bending elbows down, exhale, hinge, send the arms to the back. Lunge down. So finding a tricep kick and a little bit of a hammer curl on the way down. Lifting up through the core. The spine and the chest, all the way to the core, stays in a same straight line all the way through. Last 3, 2, 1 more, ending right where we finish here. Arms reach up tall, bending the front leg. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, press it long. Pilates is so great for our mind-body connection, working on our balance, connecting every breath to our movement. Trying to point the back toe every time we crunch it in. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg, lifting the chest. Okay, we're gonna end with a quick core series and then we'll go into our little cool down and you guys will be all done for today. Starting with one hand behind our head, nice strong base on the bottom. Opposite hand is gonna find an oblique crunch, reaching towards the mat. Exhale, stand. Inhale, lower. Exhale, stand. Staying nice and tall in the core, reaching that arm nice and low. If you have a dumbbell or you're using a wrist weight, you're gonna want it on this lower hand reaching towards the mat. Last one, just like that. We're gonna add on to this. So as we stand, we lift opposite arm, opposite leg to that horizontal. Strong and controlled. It's not about how high you lift the leg, just finding balance, using the hip flexor and the deep core muscles to lift and lower. Last 3, 2, and 1 more. We're gonna go on to that other side. Switching hands, opposite arm comes up, opposite hand comes down, finding the oblique crunch first. I like to exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. We're gonna add on to this in 3, 2, and 1. Adding opposite leg, opposite arm. Maybe we only lift that leg to 45, and that's okay for today, just giving it our best. Last 3, 2, 1 more. Great job. Bringing opposite hand, both arms up behind the head, elbows wide. We begin to crisscross, finding our knee crunches, bringing opposite elbow to opposite knee, standing in place for these marches right here. Finding an equal crunch from the upper and lower body. for 3, 2, and 1. Last movement. Arms are gonna come up nice and high. We find a squat, just like at the beginning of this workout. As we stand, we crunch upper body into one leg. Find the squat, opposite leg crunches. Finding the exhale as we crunch. Inhale, squat. Deep squat here. Last movement, and then we'll find our cool down. 3, 2, last one. Great job. Shake it out. Let's take a big deep breath. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, let it out. One more time. And exhale. Good. Lifting one leg into the chest, giving it a nice big squeeze, rolling out the ankle. Carefully opening up to the side slightly and lowering down. Opposite leg comes in. Big squeeze, rolling out the ankle. Both directions with the ankle. And slightly bring it out. And drop it down. Bringing one arm over the chest, stretching out the shoulders. You can roll out the wrists here as well. To the other side. Last stretch, arms come up overhead, stretching out the tricep. Inhale, open, exhale, other side. And bring it on down. Thank you so much for doing day 1 of 12 days of Pilates with me. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the challenge, and I will see you next time.